Hey everybody, Charlene Bauer, Ladies Off-Road Network, live at 5 from the green screen room because, well, the AC is on in here. Let's just be real about it. It's Arizona, it's summertime, it's 115 degrees, and it is a crazy time in the summer heat. So we're in the green screen room hanging out. This is where I do a lot of the videos that you guys get to see. It just doesn't look so green because I put some fanciness behind it. Yes, lots to come, lots of opportunity for you guys to learn more, and a big rotation of change right now, which is good. Good. Change is good, my friends. Change is hard, change is challenging, change is good. And remember the motto for 2022, bigger, better, badasser. Everybody hear it, bigger, badasser, bigger, better, badasser. BBB 2022, that's our theme. And in the background, it is bigger, better, and badasser than you even realize, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh. Which I think next week is the week I'm going to tell you. I'm screaming inside because I want to tell you so bad, but I can't until I get all of my ducks in a row because I hate that, right? So my ducks are almost lined up. If there is really such a thing. Do you get your ducks in a row? Does everybody have their ducks in a row? I don't know. I don't even know if that's humanly possible. But for the moment, I think we're getting pretty close, at least to the fact that I can stop like throwing the carrot and start giving you guys some ideas of what's happening and how this is going to be so much bigger, better, badasser. So you understand what I'm really doing. Because I know a lot of it in the last few weeks has been like, so we're not doing the challenge. So we're not going out on tour. So we're going to be a little quiet for a minute. Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. All right? That's okay. Everything happens for a reason, and we're doing it. But one thing that we're absolutely doing, nothing will waver me from this, is the convention. Year 6 of the Ladies Off-Road Network convention is firing, and it's going really well. I'm meeting with the lady at the hotel tomorrow night so that we can go over all the detail. Somehow our email is missing. She said that she sent me the link for the rooms. I haven't got it. I just emailed her today because I knew that you guys would be after me for it. Yet again, it's a Tuesday. That's what happens. And so as soon as I get that, which apparently I should have already had, but I don't, I will get it out to the people who have registered. If you have not registered, you will not get that link. FYI. So don't say I didn't get the link and I'm like, well, I didn't even know you were coming. Yeah, so we're on that kind of page right now. So make sure that you get registered if you have not already. It is time to partay. My dad sent me a link a while back, but I also saw Marissa sent it around the group that there were some Southwest flights. Actually, I heard from Barbara that her and her friend that are coming, they canceled their flights and rebooked and saved $106 each. So be really smart right now about looking for flights. If you'd already got them, great. If you haven't, book them. If you need to wait a couple more minutes, that's fine too, but like start utilizing your time here. Remembering that you don't pay for a hotel room until you check in, check out basically. So your scheduling of money is, get in on our list, get that flight booked, get the hotel booked, but the hotel money comes later. I know it's always about budgeting. I understand it. I totally get it. Themes, convention themes, fun. I know. I had to look them back up though because I didn't want to mess it up. Thursday is Trail and Trash Awards. So we will have our Adventure Seeker theme. Scuba diver, skier, moto girl, I don't know. You tell me what that's going to be. What's your Adventure Seeker look like? Who are you? You a hiker, a biker? I know, there's so many options. And then Friday is our Let's Sparkle night. Let's Sparkle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a cleaning bill for that night with all the glitter that's gonna be left in the room. But let's maybe we can all bring some vacuums and vacuum at the end of the night. That would be highly hysterical. So Friday night is the Let's Sparkle night, and I have already heard some ideas. I'm like, OMG, this is gonna be insane. And then Saturday night is our gala and awards. And so our gala night this year will be Gala gone wrong. So, an old bridesmaid's dress, an old prom dress, a tux from hell. I don't know. It doesn't matter how you decide to take that, but like, instead of ultra fancy, well, I guess it's ultra fancy, but like the flip side of it. Yeah, I don't know. So those are the theme nights. Make sure that you guys are having some fun with it. As if this is your first time coming, trust me, I don't like theme nights either. I'm totally not into it. I think they're lame. But, I was convinced to do it. I resisted. I tried. And now it's the funnest thing ever. Like, all you do is laugh. So, at minimum, try. That's all I'm asking. Just try a little bit, so that I don't want you to be like, quote, the odd man out, because then that happens too. Just try a little bit, and then next year you'll be all in. Trust me. It is very fun. But I'm also the one that waits until the last minute, because I'm the same way. Like, oh my gosh, sparkle? Really? Like, how? Really? Bridesmaids dresses, like, I certainly don't fit into any of the bridesmaids dresses. Yeah. So, have some fun with that. We will be doing 4 o'clock lessons again starting next week. We have another 6 weeks rolled up and rolled out of education, so look at those. You'll be getting an email here in the next day or so that will give you the link to register for them all, so that you can get your reminders. You can always just jump on at any point in time. As you know, they start about 4:15 to 4:30 every day Pacific Standard Time, so you can always just jump on and watch them. But if you want a reminder, which of course we can always use, then go ahead and pre-register for them, and then that gets you set up for those. So that is happening. What else do we have going on? I'm looking at some of my notes from the last couple days. Yeah, that's about it for the moment, until I get you the big news. But the big news, we're gonna wait another week. Give me one more week. I think I can do it next week. I think. You guys gonna be okay with that? One more week? Alright, I know. You're just like on pins and needles. Everybody throw down the carrot. Can you find your carrot, or just put carrot in? Like, I hate it when you do this, Charlene. Yay! Hi, Peggy. Hi, everybody. I appreciate you so much. It's so fun to see everybody. Roxy and all kinds of people. Love it. Yeah. So, bigger, better, badasser is definitely the theme. You're not even gonna believe it. I don't believe it quite yet. That's probably why I'm waiting. I'm like, when's the bottom gonna fall out of this? It's just not gonna happen. So, yeah, but it's not. The bottom's not gonna fall out. Bottom's not gonna fall out. Oh, shoot. So, it's on my phone, and you guys are all videoing on my phone right now. So, 5 years ago today, during our 4 o'clock just now, we were reminiscing on what happened, and I love Facebook for the fact of the memories. Among other things, like, I love it, but among other things, I love it for the memories. So 3 years ago today, Dana and I, we must have been, we couldn't really pinpoint it exactly. She swears that we were on the last stop ready to cross into Canada on the 2019 75 stop tour. So we were just at the very beginning of our 75 stop tour. And we hadn't even crossed into Canada yet. We still had our driver, at least for another day. We flew him home probably at the next stop. But yeah, wow, the memories. And then from 5 years ago, and I saw this first thing this morning, you know how, like, when you jump on and at the top it says, your memory from 5 years ago. It was a meme. And the meme said, and I wish I could read it because it's on the phone, but it's something like this. Maybe I'll share it tonight. It said something like, pray hard enough and do enough and be enough so that when you do cross across into the pearly gates God meets you and says, kid, you sure have been keeping me busy. Like, keep it going, girl, keep it going, but keep me in mind and never forget that I'm here to benefit. But woo, yeah, that definitely is a definition of what's been happening just recently. So yeah, everything will be just fine. Just fine, ladies, just fine. Oh, I have like 4 stuffed beavers, Jo Marie. There's 4 of them. They sit right there on the dashboard, or like where the stereo is, kind of thing. Not quite the dashboard. The cats get the dashboard, but the beavers get the little stereo wall thing. Yep. And don't worry, that's a dog hitting the screen. Yeah. How's your day going? I know. Yeah, nobody would ever thought that would come out of my mouth, huh? So, yeah, we have 4 beavers, but they are stuffed, unlike this dog that keeps hitting the screen. So they're stuffed beavers. They're about this big, and they're cute, and they fall as we take turns and stuff. So, so it's funny. What else you guys got? Anybody have any questions or anything else going on? We haven't done this in a while because we've kind of been hanging out on the 4 o'clock call, but I have a couple more minutes. We have our leadership call tonight, just right after this at 5:30, so I have a few more minutes until then. If anybody has any questions or anything that's writing, I can help you out. We got some good events coming up. We got the Rubicon coming up. We're getting that all squared up. We got the convention coming up. We're getting that all squared up. We got October coming up. October we have 2 skills camps. That is going to be part of our conversation tonight. So that's exciting. We have those coming up in October. We have the giving, 5 days of giving coming up in December. We have our Give Back project coming up at the end of Wilderness First Aid, and the Give Back project, and the Tread Lightly Tread Trainer certification coming up as part of the convention. It's hard because I kind of like wrap those all together now, right? But that's not really fair. So those are each one. So Wilderness First Aid is coming up. Tread Lightly Tread Trainer is coming up. Roxy, I don't have those dates right offhand. You'll have to look at the calendar. I know the first one starts like on October 11th or October 12th, and then it's the very next weekend right after that. So we have a lot coming up. Lots to do. Hashtag never bored. So that's all in August. And then so Rubicon is July. Convention, Wilderness First Aid, Tread Lightly, Tread Trainer, Leadership Group. That's all in August. I don't know why September's September. And then October is our 2 Tread Trainers skills camps. Our 2 skills camps, 5-day skills camps. And then November we go to SEMA. We got a lot going on there. So a lot of people are asking about the SBN all-female build. So you guys are seeing me a part of this. I'm the media lead for it, as you can imagine. And so I am very much engaged in it. The challenge with this build, good part, bad part, fair enough, is you have to be a part of the industry in order to participate in it. So that makes it really challenging for our group of ladies, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't marketed it down our channel like, hey girls, get involved. It's not that I don't want you involved, but if you are already a part of a SEMA member business, then you've been talked to about it. What I don't want to do is mislead anybody to saying, oh yeah, be a part of it, and then, oh, by the way, you can't do it. Like, that sucks, and I don't want anything to do with that. Bogey does have wide open opportunities for any time that you want to be a part of an all-female build. She has hers going on right now, and there's, quote, no limitations. It's not like, it was hard. It was really hard for SBN, and when we put this box together, it's like, no, we really need to keep it to the industry only. So you're going to see that happening. And you're going to see that it's a Bronco, which is red. So there is a lot of potential and there's a lot of forward momentum going with that build, and it will release at the SEMA show this year. So I have a couple big things that are happening pre-SEMA for the SEMA show. One of them's our project, one of them's a Bauer Media project, and one of them is the SBN project. So both of those will be on the gas. Some of you that are new don't understand that Bauer Motorsports Media is my parent company. That's my main business, and Ladies Off-Road Network is a part of that. So Ladies Off-Road Network is my favorite. It's my heart. It's what I love to do. It's what we got going on. Bauer Media is what pays the bills. Let's be real about it. And so we do have some media projects and things that I do on the back end as well. So that is fun. Joe Marie, what qualifies as part of the industry? Your business must be a SEMA member business. So if you are a SEMA member business, aka can you register to go to the SEMA show? Like, that's one way to question it. Then that would be how you are a part of the industry. So, yep. You don't need to be anywhere a part of anything. You don't need to know anything. Like, the SBN side of things, you can be on my media team, you can be on just like a volunteer team, or you can be as part of the build team where you actually put your hands on the vehicle. So there's many different categories of volunteers. Right now, this morning we had our meeting and we have about 200 volunteers that have their hands in it at this moment, depending on what category that you're in. My media, just within our media group, we're like 25 to 30 girls. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, so the industry requirement's kind of hard, and that's why I don't talk about it a lot on here, because there's not that core group. Let's see, what else? And then December, we have our week of giving. Always love that week of giving. More than likely, though, Charlene's going to change that up a little bit, because what we've done in the past is we talk about, let's talk about the week of giving, let's give away a bunch of stuff, and let's talk about the 2023 plans, and I'll tell you everything that's going to happen next year. Yeah, and then throughout the year, guess what? We change all those plans because life happens, and the economy is bust, and gas prices double, and all these things happen, right? So I have a feeling that that's going to change a little bit more into just like a pure celebration, the celebration of the year, like a reflection on the year, instead of a here's what's going on forward. We might drop some big dates, ones that we are fully committed to and know for sure, and things that I want you to put on your calendar, like the convention. It's not going away, right? But the other projects will probably just roll out when they're time, instead of saying, oh yeah, this and this and this and this and this is what are we going to do, and then, this adjusts and this adjusts and this adjusts and things go crazy and bigger, better, badasser happens, and next thing I know, like, oh well, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months later, it doesn't make a bunch of opportunities. So that's the flexibility of Ladies Off-Road Network, and that's why I appreciate all of you for being that flexible and for understanding that we're in a constant state of change, and I'm just trying to make sure that we're doing the best for you possible. That's all that matters to me, is making sure we do the best for you possible. And you may not think that's happening with some of the decisions I make, but trust me, in the big picture, it makes sense. It makes sense. And hopefully that will be next week. I'll be able to tell you about the big picture. I know, I'm so mean, aren't I? I'm so mean. Alright, any other questions that you guys got pending out there for me? Trying to look at some of my notes from the last few Live at Fives. We did quite a few things tonight, so just like a review and fast forward of, we got a lot going on this year, more to come. That will be part of that next phase. Very exciting, very appreciative. Thanks for putting up with my quick live last week. I think the message was clear though. If you have a challenge, if you have a problem, if you have anything, even if I don't live in your town, even if I can't jump in a vehicle and come over and give you a hug or have a cocktail with you, whatever it is, I don't really care. you can always call and you can always make sure that we get together, and somehow I can help you. You know, my job, and I say this a lot to people, especially people I help on the life side of things, is it's not my job to tell you what to do. It's not at all. That's up to you. You gotta live your own life, girl. But it is my job to give you as many options as possible. And then my brain just acts in such a way where it's like, okay, so if you do this, then this, and this are the pros, and this, and this are the consequences. Like, if you do it this way, you can do this, and that, or this, and that. Like, there's half of you on here right now. We've had conversations like this where it's like, okay, so I got you. You've made the call, or you've taken the opportunity to be, I don't know, what's the word? I'm missing my word right now. So, anyways, you've opened up, and we've had that opportunity to chit chat, and here you go. Here's some options. Here's what you need to do. I had a girl come over on Sunday, and she was in a hole. And like a massive hole. Might as well just have thrown some dirt over the top and buried her type hole. And she got herself there. You know, she's going to blame everybody else for it, but she got herself there. So it's fine. Is what it is. And so we were able to get her into a temporary spot. Like a temporary phase of, okay, you can't be here anymore, period. You got to get into this temporary spot. And so we got her into this temporary spot. And now she's been sitting there for a while. And I'm calling it her rut. Like, she's been sitting in the rut. And she's like, well, daily I do my prayers, and I do this, and I do that, and I do this, and I do that. And I'm like, okay, so it's one thing to talk, but what are you doing to walk? Like, how are you out there physically doing something every day to make yourself better, to get yourself out of the rut? Because she doesn't want to be there. She knows she doesn't want to be there. She hates it. She doesn't like it. It's a physical location she does not want to be in. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And we knew that when we put her there. But what's the next step, right? And how is she taking those steps in order to do it? So we were sitting on the couch, and I'm like, well, here, you know, we know where the end result is that she wants to be. She wants to be at the top of the mountain. And here's what's at the top of the mountain. And I don't disagree with what's at the top of the mountain. The problem is it's going to take time and money, our two favorite things, to get to the top of the mountain. So out of the hole, into the rut, we're still seeing the walls, but at least we can see the sky, right? Let's get her up onto the field next. And so that's what we're doing on Sunday. And just opened her brain. Like, she's like, oh my God, my brain is exploding right now. I'm like, good. Go home and get a piece of paper and start writing it down. And here's the things that you need to go in and ask. And here's what you need to think about. And here's how you can rotate it this way. And here's how you could rotate it that way. Like, there's 5 different ways to get to the same spot. And it's not my decision on how to do that. That has to come from her heart and how she wants to do it. But how do you get to that grassy level? And one of the things that I presented to her is, I'm like, hey, right now, if the money is the same, what do you pick? Unhappiness or happiness? If the money is the same, what do you pick? Not your dogs or your dogs, right? Like, so it's very interesting when you put it into that perspective. But if you're sitting in a rut, even though you know it, but you're not willing to talk about it, how can somebody help you jump out of the rut? You know, you got to ask for that winch line every once in a while. So there's your motivational speech for today. Jump out of the rut. And I don't know what that means for you. That was just a super random example. And some of you were actually involved in this person's getting out of the hole during the top 10 weekend. So very, very thankful for the top 10 girls that helped her get out of her hole that was really bad. Got her into her rut, which was way better. And then now it's time. She needs to make a couple decisions, a couple moves, and they're hard. Change is hard. Nobody wants to do that, right? Nobody wants to do that. And so then you roll up onto that grass, And that's one step closer to the top of the mountain. You know your goal, you know where you want to be, but sometimes it takes time in order to do that. And that's going to be part of my story here as soon as I can tell it to you, which I'm really excited about. All right. With that then, ladies and guys, I hope that you all have a great rest of your Friday or Tuesday. How about it's a Tuesday? Can it be Friday? Can it just be Friday? All right. I'm going to jump over to our leadership call now, and we're going to talk all about the coolness that's coming up, and more about the convention, and more about a few other things. The leadership team is great. They're just there to help me represent you guys as a whole. And when I'm saying, hey, I have these questions or I have this, they're my market research team. But every single person, anybody that ever wants to call, you're welcome to call, welcome to reach out, and I'm happy to help or happy to be a part of your chaos. Just remember one thing. I'm honest. So if you don't like honesty and you don't like straight shooters, don't call. There's a lot of people laughing right now because they know exactly what that means. If you just want like the fluffy, oh, you'll be fine, keep doing what you're doing, it'll be okay, don't call me. I'm not your person. Find another person. There's counselors out there that will tell you that. That's not me. Nope. Not me at all. I'm the one that says, look deeper. Focus on yourself. What's right, what's wrong. And you might not like what you're seeing. Once you start seeing it, good. Change. Change is good. Change is hard. Change is good. We got this, ladies. All right. Find some dirt. Go get on the dirt. Go have some fun. And I will see you next Tuesday for sure, if not before then. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.